Good morning and welcome back. It is Monday again. Like I said, yesterday's video, we went to some flea markets on Saturday, so go ahead and show you a few of the pickups that we got. First item here, pick these up when I can get decent prices on them. If I can pick them up for a couple dollars, which I did. Got a program here, 1998 Die Hard 500 at Talladega, Mark Martin on the cover, April 25th, so that's a pretty early race. 26 for the Die Hard 500. This Touchstone Energy 300. I think 1998 might have been the year that Dave Blaney crashed in the front stretch and hit the wall roof first in the Busch race. See Jeff Gordon, Mike Skinner. Got some articles in here. I've got so many programs, I need to go through and read the articles. There's some driver photos. And I always like looking through programs people get, because you never know what they had signed. You never know things that they tuck in them when they go to the race, if they get hero cards or lineups or any of the like that can get just neatly stored and kind of stay pressed and flat in the program. So I always like getting these older programs. Like I say, I've got a ton of them back on the other side of these die-cast cars. Got some programs over on the bookshelf. Programs everywhere. Eventually I'll get them sorted, probably by year. I think it'd be neat to just get tubs and have them sorted by year and maybe try to make complete, quote-unquote, sets of programs for each year. But that's another project for another time, and it's not going to be right now because I've already got enough projects going on. Let's go to the die-cast portion of the show. Pick these up whenever I see them. Relatively cheap. Jeff Gordon, part of the Lifetime series. Of course, this is the Baby Ruth car he ran in 1992. And they've stamped roof flaps on it, but they didn't run roof flaps on it, so shame on you, Winter Circle. Does not have the Holiday Inn on the quarter panel that was actually on the car during most of 1992. Now, I don't know if I have this one or not for my set. I'm going to have to look at it, and I'm looking at my wall right now, and I don't see it up on the wall, so another one of the career for Dale Earnhardt. This is the championship Lumina from 1994. And it almost kind of looks like a Busch car with the mom and pops on the back. But there you see the Cup car. Can't really make out what track that is. Definitely in the pits or garage somewhere. So I'm kind of stumped on that. That building would probably be a giveaway for somebody if you know your track interiors. And this next one I thought was pretty cool. It's a one of the Fun Stuff cars. But it's Hut Strickland. I did not pay $3 for it. Somebody back in the day paid $3 for it at Harvey's, wherever Harvey's is at. But I like that it does have the Goodyear logo and everything, but the STP is Pit and the Champion Spark Plug logo is Limited. But Hut Strickland, and I do note there's a couple of Hut Strickland McDonald's cars out there, but I just thought this one looked kind of cool, even though this particular series is, you know, not well done. The tires are a little oversized. Just I don't want to call it cheaply done, but it definitely doesn't. It's not what we'd get used to later on with Action and Winter Circle and now with Lionel. Even though all those companies have major issues, that one just kind of stood out a little bit. Went to the booth that had some postcards in it. Some of these I've got before. I don't know that I've got all of them or not, but I just went ahead and picked some up. So we got 1989, Emerson Fittipaldi winning his first of two. Well, maybe this is 93 when he wins his second Indy 500 because he's got two up. I don't know. What's it say on the back? Reading is important. 1993, so yes. Now this one I know is from 1989 because that was the picture that was in the program, the 1990 program. And there's an article talking about it, and I may have mentioned this before. In 1989, Emerson was the first driver to win $1 million for the purse for the Indy 500. So they went to local banks and got $1 million, and it did not look impressive enough. So the amount of money that you see stacked around the car and on the car and so forth, I believe was about $2.4 million. But there you see $1 million, over $1 million for the purse, but I believe the article stated it was a little over $2 million. Then in 1992, you had the record-setting front row there with Guerrero. I believe that was that Cheever? And then Mario Andretti. Let's see if we got that right. Yep. Mario, Cheever, and Guerrero. And Guerrero crashed on the pace lap. I believe something broke in his suspension. And then the end of that race, closest finish at that time, I believe the 2006 finish with Hornish and Marco was closer. But that's still an impressive .043. So 43 thousandths of a second. Al Unser Sr., 1987, became the second four-time winner. And probably doesn't say anything here, but at the beginning of month of May in 1987, Big Al did not have a ride. Danny Ungaius was scheduled to drive the 25 car for Penske. Crashed in practice, got hurt. At the time, Unser was just always a fill-in driver, came in and ended up winning the race. Of course, you talk about four-time winners. First four-time winner, A.J. Foyt. Very iconic shot there. Really like that one. A little bit of information about AJ. And then this one's a little bit bigger than the other ones. Still pretty cool. But Gordon Johncock, and this car would have been from the 70s at some point. Don't think it's going to give us a year there, but that'd be one that would be cool to send out TTM to get him signed. But I'd probably get just the regular trading card signed. I think those just fit my collection better, but I thought those were pretty neat to pick up. Then a booth had not one, but two boxes of these cards. And you see which box was which, yeah. So they just had cards that are in sleeves taped to the top, you know, kind of entice you to buy them. And we'll go through the other box in another video. And we're not going to go through this one real detailed, but I went through it and just kind of was looking at it, and it looks like there's some really nice cards in here. There's not like, I'm not getting rich off of this by no stretch of the imagination, but definitely had some good cards, like a Mark Martin McDonald's All-Star card there. So we got some Martin cards. They got definitely some Top Guys sprinkled here. That looks like it's some paper loss there. But those 97 Pinnacles were pretty cool. Bobby Labonte, what is that, 90 or 2001 Stealth? Looks like some parallels here. Terry Labonte, another Bobby Labonte, Terry. And they kind of front-loaded this box with some bigger names of this era. You know, the late 90s, early 2000s. Thunder Road 97 Action Pack. We've been through a box of that. Dale Jarrett. Always like these cards with the tornado in the background. And what's that say? I can't even read what that says. Oh, that's just his name right there, Dale. Being all blown around in the storm. Got a Rusty Wallace. Never was really a fan of lenticular cards that, yeah. I mean, when Sports Flicks came out in the mid-'80s for baseball, and I don't know if they had football or any other sport, yeah, it was kind of cool. Then 1996, Speed Flicks, part of the Pinnacle branding, came out with... They came out with the Speed Flicks through Pinnacle branding, and it was, okay. I bought some like everybody else did back then, but they weren't really that great, to be honest. Got some Michael Waltrip, 93 Max. I'm starting to like 93 Max as a set. Didn't like it then, just because I thought it was, you know, it was very, I don't know what you want to say, but looking back, it really holds its eye appeal. We got a nice looking Kevin Harvick parallel there. A couple of them. So, like I said, they kind of put some good stars in this box. And I kind of thumbed through. I've thumbed through both boxes, but haven't really went through it card by card by card. Plenty of 92 tracks in there, 92 Max. We're not going to go through those. Had some O2 trackside here on the other side. We'll kind of go through those real quick. Coy Gibbs, I think that might be a rookie card. I'm going to have to look that up. Of course, he passed away a couple years ago, come November. Who do we have here? Burton, Buckshot. I bought a few hobby boxes of this back in the day, the O2 trackside, that is. Bought a box or two of all these brands back then as I was starting to get back into it. I think there's a couple more rookie cards. I'll have to look to see if John Wood might be a rookie card. I don't think Ricky Hendrick is. I think his might be in 2001, but I'll have to double check that. Scott Riggs, I believe that is a rookie. The Matt Crafton is not. His rookie is in 2001. I was looking that up earlier. But I do think I did get that signed at IRP. Elliott Sadler, Travis Quapple, Jeff Burton, Dave Blaney. So lots of guys from that era. Trying to see what else we had in there that was of interest. Like I say, there was just cards from all sorts of sets. Hank Parker Jr. Looks like we've got more trackside here. So like I said, nothing really major, but there's some cool cards in there. I think there was a couple of insert sets that they were working on. And it's not in this box, but we'll go through the other box in a little more detail. Looks like we got some 97 action packed. This is 96 credentials. So you got, is that Michael Waltrip fishing, Kenny Wallace with his family. You know, some of these cards like this, where you have the drivers with their family, I think it'd be fun to get, you know, some of the family members to sign. Ricky Craven with Travis Roy. I believe he passed away a couple of years ago. He's a hockey player that was paralyzed in his first, I believe it was his first collegiate game within the first couple of minutes. And he was, you know, going to be a standout hockey player. But yeah, I got a box of cards I'm going to have to go through here to see if there's cards that I need for some of my sets. Like I said, I got a pretty good price on this box and the other box. Because they were in a, there's a booth at this one particular flea market that there's a guy that they call Pop Tab Larry that lived in Anderson, and I guess he passed away a couple of years ago. But he always collected the lids, or the tabs off of the soda cans, and would donate those to the different charities that were collecting those for whatever, you know, children's hospitals and so forth. So he was always doing that, and I guess he passed away a few years ago, and people wanted to keep his legacy up. So they've slowly been selling. I guess he was a pretty big NASCAR collector, and they've been slowly selling his collection off. So, you know, I don't mind going in there and buying some stuff. And like I said, they had it marked at a very fair price, and so I bought those 2 boxes. Say we'll go through the other box probably later in the week once I get a chance to sort through it a little bit and see what else is in there and what may be of interest. But again, you know, flea markets, I encourage you all to go out there, go to your flea markets, see what's out there, see what you can find. You know, support those people that do, you know, that go out and just like doing this stuff. Like, I can't tell you what it is about flea markets that I enjoy, but it's just going through, and everything in there has a story. Everything in there came from somewhere. So if you're going in there, if you're looking for antiques, or if you're looking for tools, if you're looking for whatever. But you know me, I'm diecast, I'm cards, I'm racing stuff, and we have found some really, really cool and really, really unique stuff in a lot of flea markets and sales that we've been to. So I'm going to continue to go to these. Excuse me. I'm going to continue to go to these, continue to do these videos, because we have a lot of fun. And if you ever see anything that I have on here that you have interest in, always have the email down on the channel page in the About tab. So, you know, shoot me an email if you ever see anything on a video that you might have interest in, because I'm sure we can work something out. But I always appreciate it if you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come back and see us every day. We drop a new video about the same time. If I remember, this morning or yesterday was a little bit later because I overslept. But we'll always try to get you a video out every day. So thanks again for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And we will see you at noon for Fast Packs.